Xplane Dedicated. Welcome to the home of Xplane Dedicated on YouTube. This is the YouTube channel where you can find hints, tips and reviews regarding Xplane. I have access to some of the foremost developers of Xplane content in the world. They are members of both the Facebook group and here on the YouTube channel. If you have a question, you can put it in the comments below on any of the videos. I will see them. Or even join the Facebook group. The link will be below. Don't forget to hit the like button and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you soon. Cheerio.
Good morning, peoples. Hope everybody's okay. Good morning and welcome to Xplane Dedicated live stream. Just need to mention a few people. So Wide to Fire supply my computer, and Air Wales, which is our Xplane Dedicated affiliated VA, and Winstock Simulations, who also sponsor some videos every now and again. Anyway, today this video is kind of sponsored and supported by vflyte and Xplane, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you two aircraft today, and the reason why I'm doing this live is because I've been getting a little bit bogged down with life, family and a number of products coming in for review, so I've not got time to do the videos, do the recorded videos and everything. So what I thought I'd do is I would go live today and show you two aircraft, as I say, one from vflyte and one from Xplane. This is the vflyte aircraft to start off with, so let's have a look outside, if I can go outside. Yeah, this is the vflyte aircraft, and this is the vflyte PA-28-140 Modern, or the vflyte Cherokee 140 Modern. So it doesn't matter what you call it, but it's from vflyte. It's the PA-28, it's a Cherokee 140, and it's called Modern. Now, the reason why it's modern, and I'm pretty sure that vflyte have already done this aircraft before, but the reason why it's called Modern is because of a little neat feature which I shall show you now. Get back into the cockpit. Here we go. So this is your standard cockpit here, and we'll just have a quick look around. This is your standard cockpit in the Piper Cherokee. Nicely done, nicely textured. You can see, the right hand yoke there, the Piper badge is missing out the middle. It's got a bit of wear and tear here and there. You look at the pitch lever, which is up here. Yeah, although it's chrome, it's a bit worn and a bit careworn and kind of thing, but it's got lots of neat features, such as you can open up the windows and the doors and everything. And I'll show you all that in a moment. Now, the reason why it's called Modern is because not only have we got the old analog configuration here, but with the click of a button you can change to digital. Right, you'll see this all light up in a second. There we go. So you can change it to a glass screen cockpit, which the Cherokee has been retrofitted with, and that's why it's called Modern. Now, let me do this. Get rid of that. Okay. So looking very different here in the cockpit. We've got different yokes, and the badges are in both. Although the right-hand side is a little bit worn. Obviously, the pilot flies from the right quite a bit in this one. You notice the pedals are different as well, right and left. So you've got different type of pedals there. Toe brakes on the left hand side here. I don't think there's toe brakes on those, although there might be a case of pushing both pedals forward at the same time on that. It's well appointed in so much as that it's got a really nice radio stack. You can see the wing view there with the flaps down. Let's see if I can. I put a couple of views in here with X camera. I'd flown this aircraft a couple of times in preparation because I was doing a video, but as I say, time just got ahead of me, and it is really nice. Now I will admit that I have terrible trouble with the GNS 430, always have, can never get a flight plan into it properly, which I find really annoying, but there you go, you click on it and up it comes. The GNS 430 and the glass cockpit are the only things that actually pop out, okay? So there's that, and then if I can do it, can't do it in that view for some reason. In that view you can, there we are. And you can move it around. So let me go into pilot view, which is there, okay? So you can move this around the cockpit, but also you can go back and you can bring it forward as well, okay? That's about as far forward as it will come, but you can push it back and forward, bring it around to the side and over there. Now I don't know whether that is a neat feature or not. I'm a little bit dubious about it. You know, why would you want to move it around? I mean, apart from the fact that, you know, you can get a better view of it, although if you was in that view you could just zoom in, I suppose, and you know, if you zoom in it gets bigger. There's a lot of information on here as well, a lot of data on here, which if you're used to using larger aircraft, then you're quite used to looking at glass, so you kind of understand what's going on there. Alright, now we can hide the yokes. Just click on the yoke kind of port there, and you can hide the yokes either side. Alright, so there are numerous different click spots on this, and I haven't found them all, but everything works, all the switches work. Unlike the Just Flight aircraft that I'm going to show you in a little while, which has like a little configuration tab that comes out to the left hand side of the screen here. Oops, and I've just realised that I'm whittering away and you can't see what I'm doing. There we go, there we go. I'll have to do all that again. Thanks, Lee. The Just Flight aircraft, they have a little tab on the left hand side of the screen here that comes out and it has all the configuration panel on it. With this, it's a little bit different. For a start, you've got this knee pad here. Once again, hang on, get me a different view. Once again, I think you can move it about. Oh, I've just turned everything off. That was clever of me. No, you can't. You can zoom in on it, so you'd have to have a different view kind of thing and zoom in like that. And you know, you can change certain things. So you use analog gauge panel, ground elements on, hide internal glass, hide co-pilot in the internal views, nose gear steers, show AVI tablet as well, so you can get the AVI tablet into that as well, which is pretty neat. Now then, I haven't started this aircraft with that's the park brake, so you turn the key and then you press the starter, and I'm not quite sure where this, there it is. Oh. Why am I not starting here now? I'm going to have a close look. Well, everything's on. No, it's not going to start. What did I turn off then? I turned something off by accident, didn't I? Rotating beacon landing light on, carb heat. Okay, let's have a look. No, I can't get it started. What a dummy. So what we do is we reload the aircraft, I think. Might be the best thing to do, because I can't get it going. Well, I'll come to that in a moment. So whilst that is happening, let's have a look at the configuration of it, or some of the information regarding it. Sorry, should I say. I did have this open, but for some reason it has disappeared again. Aircraft, Laminar Research, and where is it? Down there. There it is. Documents and manual. It's got a huge manual in it. It's got an awful lot of stuff going on. This is the vflyte modern variant of the Piper Cherokee 140, featuring simulated Aspen Avionics E1000 PFD. It's the modern version of the classic bird, with the two panels bringing it into the modern age, as they say. It's got a primary flight display closely resembling the actual Aspen E1000, and also on top of all of that, it's just make sure the engine start. Yeah, on top of all of that, you can pop that out, as I was about to show you, and I showed you before I realised the screen was off. Not only that, but what they've done is they've put in a internet radio station, so that if you turn the radio button up, you'll actually hear what's going on. So anyway, here we are. We're back in. The engine's running, and I've got the glass cockpit on. And this is what I was showing you previously, before I had the wrong screen. So you can pop out the glass and have a bigger view. If you zoom in and then pop it out, it actually becomes bigger, and you can move that around. Yeah. And I think that's a bit gimmicky, and I'm not too sure about it. You can change panels. There we go. Yeah, so you can have the old analog panel, or you can have the new modern panel. The GNS 430, that pops out as well. I showed you that, didn't I? It's got an S-Tech 55X autopilot has been provided for full autopilot control, including GPS, flight plan following, nav approaches, VOR tracking, heading mode, vertical speed, altitude hold mode, and ILS approaches. So that is when you've got this in here. Okay, this particular configuration. I will show you the autopilot. I think I've got a close-up view of it. There we are. And so there's the autopilot at the top here. And sorry, there's the VTech autopilot down below. Sorry, not up at the top. What am I on about? So your common stack here, of course, you've got communications at the top. Your GNS 430 in here. Here are your radios that you tune in. Squawk in here. So in the UK it would be 7000. There we go. Oops. Oh gosh. 700. There we go. And then below that here is your ADF. Okay, and DME measuring. Brilliant. Absolutely excellent. Now, let's get it in the air, and I can do a bit more talking about it as well. The one thing I have found with this aircraft is it flies beautifully. And when I say it flies beautifully, it's very stable in the air, and that might be because of the dihedral wings I found. So here we go. We're at Barton Airport. I've got XP Realistic turned on. So we need 65 knots or thereabouts to fly. Here we go. And we're airborne. Just a little bit of trim, up trim, and yeah, climbing very nicely. Now it has got a plethora of detail in here, but as an aircraft I think it's just so nice, it flies so well. Let's get those flaps up. Flaps are up. Still climbing. We're at Manchester. If you don't know Manchester, then the buildings out to the right there, those two buildings there, that's the ski slope, indoor ski slope. Full flap up. There we are. Very nice. So we'll do a bit of a circuit here, I think. So let's turn around. The easiest circuit to do is from the opposite runway, because then when you turn around on a circuit you get these ski slopes in view, and I'll show you. I'm going to fly over there. I'll do the circuit the other way around, I think, and land on the runway that I took off of. So we need to get the ski slopes in view. That's the Trafford Centre down there, right in my cockpit window now. Huge shopping complex mall. So there's the ski slopes. Okay, and then just ahead of the ski slopes you'll see a football stadium. Okay, kind of, there's a red roof and 3 grey roofs. That's the football stadium, and to the right of that you'll see the airfield, Manchester Barton, or it used to be called Manchester City Airport. So we'll go downwind and we'll come in from the other runway, hopefully. So you can see the airfield just above the football stadium there, on my very right, my extreme right now, at the cockpit window. Yeah. So the flight modelling for this aircraft has been based on several hours of real-world flight experience by pilots in the 140. One of the beta testers who actually owns the Cherokee flew this, and he said that it was really accurate. It felt like his airplane. I found it to be incredibly stable in the air. Just a little bit of aileron trim there just to keep me level, as the wind is coming from the other side. So I'm completely hands off now, completely hands off. Just going to put a bit more aileron trim, a bit of trim, upward trim. I'm only applying it like something like 800 feet here, so maybe a little bit more pitch. And there I've gone past the airfield on my right hand side, so slightly wrong heading, but it's not a problem. Just come about a bit. See the golf course there on the right. Don't forget, I'm using True Earth Great Britain True Earth Great Britain Mid and Northern and South altogether. So the aircraft is got a Lycoming engine, rated horsepower and speed is 150 knots at 2,700. Gross weight is 2150 pounds, and maximum useful load is 949 pounds. So it's quite a nifty little thing. It's going to handle quite a bit. Top speed is 139 miles an hour. Cruising at sea level with 75% power is 121 miles an hour. So all of this information is available in the manual, and hopefully I can spot the airport as I come around the airfield now. If not, it's not a problem, because I know how to find it. He says, looking worryingly into the distance. There's the airfield there, dead ahead of me, dead ahead. So a bit of flap, start reducing speed. Barton Airport is in quite a built-up area, surprisingly, so you really have to manage your speed. It is a grass strip, but it's perfectly manageable. All the dimensions of the aircraft are in the manual. You've got it tells you all about the features on both panels, and it is highly detailed for a GA aircraft. The dynamic animated rain and ice effects, VTech 55 autopilot, as I said, uses a new Xplane pre-configured STEC 55. Support for Reality XP plugins, and both panel options include a Garmin 430 GPS, GTX 430 transponder, and the autopilot, KR87 ADF, and KN62A DME measuring tool. I've messed this up slightly, so I need to come this way. I'll be very lucky if I get this down in one piece. Oh no, I've done it. Here we go. Bit of a Kai-Tak approach. I drifted off a little. Now, I have had trouble landing this aircraft because I've been landing at a bit of a fast speed because I kept reading the scale wrong on the speed indicator. And it does tend to bounce a little bit. But there we go, I got it down. Not too bad at all. Applying brakes. On grass you can slip around a little bit. There we are. Not too shabby. So I'm going to turn around, I'm going to do a circuit in the other direction, and I'll show you how it's a little bit easier. It's got some nice rattles, so you do feel as though you're in a little GA aircraft with lots of rattles. And so full throttle, there we go, we're airborne. Right, we should do a circuit in the other direction, and you'll see that it's a lot easier to locate the airfield. With some of these grass strips, you know, you kind of wonder how do pilots find them. Right, there we go. So a bit of pitch up. So I've now reduced the flap to 0. Not an awful lot more to tell you because the manual is just so full. What I do want to do though is I want to get in the AVI tab because it does show it here. So I just need to set that up, which is relatively simple to do. That being said, I thought I had done it, but clearly not. The plane's drifting round to the right by itself, so we'll carry on with that right turn. Whoops. Just adjusting the aileron trim. a little bit higher this time. Nose down, power off a bit. Right, as you can see, Manchester below me, and out to the right. So we've taken off. I'm not quite sure exactly where I am. I just need to check. Yeah, I'm good. I know where I am. I don't know where the airfield is, but I know where I am. He says. So let's get back in to it. Here we are. So the indoor ski slopes are just off to my right there. So we'll just go down here a little bit and take it from there. Alright. Am I using Orbex or another mesh? I am using Orbex. This is Orbex True Earth Great Britain North. I've got all three, so I've got the North, South and Mid. So I'm over Manchester. And Madeiro's telling us that he flies a Cherokee, and yeah, he agrees it's very stable and fun to fly. Chilled Brew, good morning. I just need to set that aileron to the left a little bit. There we go. Aileron trim on one of my rotary switches on my X52 Pro. There we go. So stable flight now. Still climbing a little bit, which is fine. Try locating grass airports when using VR. No, thank you. I haven't got a VR headset, and the reason why I keep holding off is, well, there's two reasons. One, I've probably find it difficult to get some to go over my goggles, although the HTC Vive will go over my specs, should I say, not goggles. And the other reason is that I seem to be spending a lot of money on drone racing as well. So I got to balance my hobbies, and I'm quite happy with, you know, it's a flat 2D panel like this. You know, I must admit, I've flown VR. It doesn't make me ill. I get along with it really easily, so it's not a problem. Okay, I think we'll start turning back for our approach. So let's reduce power a little bit and make a right turn here, because what I need is to get those indoor ski slopes sighted, so they're going to be my visual reference point, VRP, and also the Trafford Centre as well. The further away you get from things, of course, the smaller they appear, and it becomes very difficult to see things. So they should. There they are. I can see them now. It's handy that they're such a big structure. I believe they're the biggest in Europe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head towards them a little bit and then turn right, so that I'm flying with the football stadium just to my left a little bit. So we'll come around here now. You can see the indoor ski slopes there. They're right over right in the middle of the cockpit window, and then just coming into view is the football stadium, and to the right of that is the airfield. Okay, so you know, two good visual reference points. The airfield is now in the right hand cockpit window, coming across to the middle. So I need to start losing some height. We'll get some flap on. reduce the speed, and make sure I read the speedometer cable or airspeed indicator correctly. There's the airfield. So a few months ago I was up in this area driving around, and I drove right past the airfield. I didn't have time to go in. I wish I had, because it would have been nice to just go in there and have some breakfast. Right, MPLO, he wrecked a pair of glasses using Oculus Rift, sent the headset back in the end. Yeah. Although you can get lenses for them now, apparently. So I've been told. Right, let's get on my heading. Here we are. Feet on the pedals. Or as a friend of mine who used to be a pilot for BOAC, that's before British Airways, said, the footrests. They only ever used them as footrests. Right, I need to bleed some of that speed off. So I need to land at 65. I'm a little bit fast. And you come in a little bit too hot with this aircraft, and you bounce like crazy. Mind the trees, mind the trees. Right, here we go. I got the speed down. That's good. Whoops-a-daisy. I bounced that front wheel. Soon as you start bouncing, you're all over the place. Okay. There we are. Down. A little bit fast as well. There we go. Ooh, mind that sign. Just dodged around it. As I say, you come in a little bit too fast, and whoosh. I don't find I need my specs in VR. Oh, well, you're lucky. Unfortunately, my eyes are shot. I've got like 3 lenses in these glasses. They're varifocals, so you know they're pretty shot. Yeah, Track IR is good. I've got XP Realistic, which is like the software version of Track IR. So we'll taxi down here and we'll change aircraft into the other one that I was going to do. So this is the PA-28 Modern, fully featured. It's a great little aircraft. I love it. It's the stability of it I like. It's really good. Have I got any? Oh, dash. Damn it, no coffee left. Unfortunately, you taxi down here and you just can't get in between the aircraft, so you've got to do a bit of jiggery pokery here. Make sure you don't hit the fuel bowser. Come around here. Probably clip the wing then on the door. And that one as well. To hell with it. The reason why it's paused there is because I've got FM car in, and FM car always does that. Right. So that was the vflyte 140 Modern. Now I was passed this by Just Flight, which is the PA-38 Tomahawk. So many different aircraft with PA. Now I've hardly had any time to fly this. So it's from Just Flight. It's the PA-38 Tomahawk. Documentation. Manual, there we go. Let's have a look at this one. Once again, very nice manual, PA38 Tomahawk from Xplane. Let's see how many pages. Ooh, gosh, about 65 pages altogether. Once again, showing you all of the detail about the aircraft, dimensions, engine weights, etc. The engine is a Lycoming 0235 4-cylinder horizontally opposed air-cooled piston engine, 112 horsepower at 2,600 RPM. There we go. Performance. 138 knots, so don't exceed 138 knots, cruising at 110. Amazing. Oh, the one thing I didn't tell you about the vflyte was I loaded it up this morning, and it was there was an update for it. So since I've had it, I think I've just had it just over a week, and there's been 3 updates for it, and they're automatic updates. So you load the aircraft up, and a dialog box will come up, and it'll say, oh, there's an update for this aircraft. Do you want to update it? And you do it, and boom, it's done. And I really like those auto updaters. Not enough aircraft have them. So we've got recommended Xplane settings here. Well, I never kind of read those. Click on the control center and set all 3 of the stability augmentation sliders to 0 to disable them. Oh well. There's rain effects with this. And you've got systems guide, airframe, fuel system, electrical system, so forth and so on. Once again, very detailed aircraft, but this is the thing I like the most with Xplane just lately. They have this kind of configuration tab that comes out. So let's have a look at that. Yes, we'll close all. So here we are, we're in it. Usual thing. I don't think I've set any views up on this. No, I have not, because I was only past this in the last couple of days, and I've been that busy I haven't been able to do anything. But there we go. And what I do like about this is that you open the doors and the engine sound gets louder. Yeah. Close it, it goes quiet, and you can open this side as well, obviously, to get out. And then you've got the little thing there. You shout out, clear. Cool. Alright, so let me... No, I haven't got any views set up on this. Excuse me. So we'll just muddle our way through it, I think. No problem. Nice cockpit. I do like the Xplane. Come on, look at that reflection on the glass there. See the reflection? Very nice indeed. And I just like the way that they do things like this down here. Look, it's vibrating. Very nice. And everything seems a little bit more kind of not higgledy-piggledy as in the other aircraft. You know, you got throttle, mixture, fuel, everything is in like one place. Handbrake, although you got to press the button to get it on. It's a bit cumbersome, I think, but there we go. I hope we're not moving. No, we're not. Flaps, flap control here. Yeah, that's flaps. But I've got everything on buttons. Yokes, can we hide them? Yes, we can. Oh, you can hide them individually. That's neat. So that makes things a lot easier, especially when you're dealing with this stuff down here. Fuel pumps, landing lights, etc. Anti-collision light. Yep. That makes things a lot easier for when you're handling, because you might not get a view down there. And over here, of course, we've got all our what do they call them? I forgot what they call these now. Fuses. Yep. Okay. Looking at the system, we've got radio up here. Com here. Yeah. And then you've got your squawk transponder there. So I don't think there's an autopilot in this. Nope. You're going to be flying by the seat of your pants. Let's have a look outside. So here we are. It's a funny look. I've always found it to be a funny looking aircraft. A friend of mine used to have one of these. He sadly passed away earlier this year. He had one of these. We used to go flying. I always found it a bit bizarre looking, to say the least. Chilled brew. Yeah, I've got track hat. I've got the track hat clip somewhere. Here it is. Hope you can see that, the track hat clip. But it's not working anymore for some reason. I cannot get the software to work. Just won't work, no matter what I do. It did, it used to, but it won't work anymore. So it's consigned to the bin, so to speak. But that's okay, because I had that on review a couple of years ago now. Okay, so here we are. Cracking looking aircraft. You know, PBR on the HDR and PBR rendering, brilliant, looks superb. I haven't flown this very much. I don't think I've flown it at all. So this will be a whole new experience. But here we go. We've got, can open the doors from here. Yeah. That's your, you can change the glass in the cockpit, so whether it's dirty or clear. Those are your lights. Sound here, we can turn the sound up on everything. Put chocks and tide downs on. Yeah, but that only happens when the engine's off. That's your pushback service, ground handling. Yeah. GNS logbook. Oh no, the flight computer logbook. Can't remember. Oh, pre-flight. So this is your checklist. Which is fairly comprehensive. Pre-flight there, engine start, taxi and ground check, takeoff, climb, cruise, descent, approach, landing. So yeah, it's fairly comprehensive checklist there. I rarely use one of those, I must admit, I'll be quite honest. So fairly neat, and you can change livery by clicking on the change livery button, or you can go into flight configuration and change it there. Changing livery here seems to take a little bit longer. See, it's just done it, and I clicked it quite some time ago. Let's go back, because I don't particularly like plain white livery. Yeah, the advantage of VR or thingy, you don't need to move your yoke. Yeah, totally agree. And then the final thing that I like about this system is that you put your mouse on here and you scroll with the mouse wheel and you can make it vanish. But it's always there. There's just a tiny slither of it there, so you can see it, and then you just bring it back. I like that. I think that's a clever and innovative, and there's not that much innovation going on. So let's get some flap on. Release the brakes, and let's get this one going. Different sound in this completely. Come on, airspeed indicator. There we go. Airspeed is alive. I need to get to about 65 knots for takeoff. Pull back, and we're flying. Crack-a-lacking. Yeah. Once again, another stable little aircraft. Just need to adjust my aileron trim. Quite a lot. The wind has obviously changed considerably. Let's put the flap up. You noticed how the aircraft went up then, so trim down a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Updating is a pain. So I like the auto updater. There's a couple now. There's like Skunkcraft, which is used by the Magnite. There's a few people using the Java updater, which I never seem to be able to get to work. I have Java installed. I've got the correct version of Java installed that I'm told to install, but it never seems to work as it should for me, I must admit, and I find that a little bit frustrating. There we go. Let's have a look around. Very nice indeed. I haven't given you the prices of these aircraft because I've completely forgotten. So I'll have to go on the line, as they say, and figure that out for you, which I'll do right now. So let me go to Just Flight first. I think, I've got to be honest, I think this is something like, I don't know, this is £27.99. There you go, Just Flight. £27.99 for the PA-38 Tomahawk, which is good value for money. Because you get an awful lot of aircraft for it. I know it's only GA, but you do get quite a bit of aircraft, which is nice. So I will then now try a different view. It's pretty funky. Right, we're turning around. The plane's turning by itself. So let's get downwind, and then I can find the price for this one. For the PA-28 Cherokee Modern. Okay, which was vflyte, wasn't it? Right. So let's go back there. There. Okay, so let's go to the store vflyte add-ons, quality add-ons for Xplane. And the Cherokee 140 Modern is $27.95. So in pounds, that's going to be quite cheaper, quite a bit cheaper. Can I do the conversion? I can. 27.95 in pounds is £22.67. So that is considerably cheaper. There's a football stadium. We know the airfield's to the right of that. Let's take a wider view. There's the airfield, dead centre. So AJ Bell, obviously they have a sponsorship deal with that football club. So there's the airfield, just going out to the bottom right of the picture. So I just need to turn this way a little bit, and then I can come around for the landing. So I'll go out past the golf course, I think, turn around, and I should be okay. It might be a little bit short, but lovely, well appointed aircraft. You know, plenty of glass, you can see all around. Look at that. You know, you've got good field of view all the way around there, which is what you need when you're flying this. You know, you're flying GA, because you're flying seat of the pants most of the time. Yeah. Just put a little bit of power in there. It's a long time since I've been on the vflyte website. I'm just having a look now. They've got some lovely aircraft, GA aircraft on there. Right, let's come around. I'm only at 1,000 feet, so shouldn't be too problematic. So 2 aircraft for you. both really nice GA aircraft if that's what you like flying. Oddly enough, I tend to do my GA flying not far from my home airport, and I always use the default Cessna, which I find more than adequate for the type of flying I do. I don't do an awful lot of GA flying. I should do more, because it's good fun, especially when you're trying to locate airports. Compton Abbas. If you've never flown to Compton Abbas, get it and fly there, because that is one heck of an airport to get into. It's just being able to find it. It's on a high plateau in the middle of the countryside. It is really difficult to find. Here we go. I've messed this up again. I'm coming in all wrong, but we'll just go along the road here. I'm not quite sure what motorway that is, and then we'll just come around and then we'll be good. So throttle off, 65 knots. Put some more flap on just to stabilize me as I come in. Take the right hand runway. When you've got scenery this good as well, it just makes life so much easier. 08 right. Hopefully I won't bounce it. Oh, smooth as butter. Brake in. Not slowing down as quickly as I like. Oh yeah, plenty of room, plenty of room. Okay. Get the flaps up. Very nice indeed. Yeah, no problem at all. Well, there you have it. Two lovely aircraft. I think you do no wrong in buying either of them. Absolutely cracking. First of all, we did the vflyte 140, the PA28 140 modern on the Cherokee 140 modern, and then this Tomahawk. So two lovely aircraft for GA flyers. If GA is your thing, then why not? And I've told you the prices. It's up to you. Anyway, there we have it. A little bit of a live stream, quick. If you've got any questions, I'm going to stick around for a few minutes. So if anybody's got any questions, then go you ahead, as they say. I want to have a look at, whilst I'm here, I just want to have a look at Rome Fiumentuno. I want to make sure that it's still loaded in correctly. I will take the, just want to have a look, because I'm flying here on Saturday. We're testing the audio for VATSIM on Saturday again, so the number of beta testers will be flying around Italy, so we'll be testing the new audio for VATSIM. If you haven't heard it, if you go to my YouTube channel, I did a video the other day where I recorded audio for VATSIM, the new voice codecs, which is really, really good. If you haven't heard it, I go to that. I'm pretty sure I can post links into my own thing here. So let me just go to my channel a second, and I will find you that video. Videos here. There we go, and I'll post the link immediately. Absolutely immediately. So bear with, here we go. Oh gosh, always wants me to sign in to chat, so I'll have to do it. I'll do it on the YouTube channel. There we go. So I need to get back to the live feed. So let me get back to the live feed. which is there, and I will put in the chat. There's the link. There's the link for the new audio for VATSIM. So have a look at that. If you haven't heard it, you listen to it, because it's absolutely astounding. It really is good. Really, when I say it's good, it is breathtakingly good. Oh no, it's okay, Chilled Brew. The Java thing is, I think it's something to do with the version. I'm not quite sure, but if you find it, then fine. Just drop me a line. Send me a message in the comments, and I will see the comments. Don't worry, and we'll see what's going on with that. See if I can fix it. Right. Rome Fumicino is about to appear. I've noticed lately with Xplane that it does that before it loads in. It will go black, and I find that really frustrating, because it never used to do that. Okay, let's have a look. This is a freeware one. Yeah, I mean, it's what they've done. They've used some custom elements and then some Lego elements in this, which is okay. I haven't got a problem with that at all, because overall it doesn't look that bad, because I don't have whenever I update Xplane, I immediately take out global airports, because I find that the global airports they're just not good at all. I need to make sure that it's no longer in there. Sometimes it creeps in. No, and I tend to install what I need as I go along. So I haven't got a huge scenery folder at the moment. I did, but then I reinstalled Xplane recently, because I was having some real trouble with it. So I reinstalled Xplane recently. So if one of my friends says, "Oh, let's go fly such and such," then I'll go and get the airport and we'll put it in. Okay. I don't know if any of you have seen the new pilot client, which is called Xpilot. Let me show it you. Although it's a plugin, it's not in there. It shows up.
I can land.
No, you can't. Here it is. There we go. So there's Xpilot. That's what it looks like. The new pilot client for VATSIM. I can't connect because there's no servers available at the moment. So although it says connected, it isn't. That's just a message that comes up. Xpilot is still in beta. It's only being used with the new audio for VATSIM codecs, and we have a separate server for the testing. And unless people are on that, then you just don't see anybody. But this is what it looks like. You got your settings here, which is really straightforward and simple. Especially the microphone. Setting up your microphone is dead easy. You don't have to do all that jiggery pokery with what is your background noise like and all the rest of it. They don't worry with that. Flight plan, that's it. You put your flight plan in here on the right hand side. Really straightforward and clear and simple. You don't need anything else. All your controllers, nearby controllers, will appear down here, and that list expands, which is really straightforward. So that's what it looks like. I don't know when it's going to be released. We're still testing a few things, and they're still developing a few things. There's an update coming out for it in a couple of days, apparently, for us guys. So there we have it. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. For those of you who are here this morning, thanks for tuning in and watching me bumble my way through 2 GA aircraft, one from vflyte and one from Just Flight. If any of you are going to RAF Cosford, next month, I will see you there. Xplane Dedicated is going to RAF Cosford. We'll have a stand. You'll see some of my Xplane Dedicated designed PCs, PCs that I designed for Wired to Fire, who sponsor my stand each year. You'll see a couple of PCs there, and I was talking to the guys, and they've increased the spec on those PCs now, because there's earlier in the year prices went a bit silly on components, and we designed a specification which worked perfectly with Xplane 11, absolutely brilliant, but they've upgraded the specification on those designed machines by me, and they're pretty cool. They've got nice little badges on them, Xplane Dedicated badges, and yeah, they look great. Anyway, so if you go to RAF Cosford, I will see you there. If not, keep flying. For those of you who are watching this later on YouTube, blue skies, and we'll see you all soon. You take care. Peace out.